This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Boadu TV so dey mamu nyina akwa ba enfambra so ye best say what your first time no na yen subscribe na Bobie Ansah na wa fire dey afa dey koso e was Sampa Sampa mentem ho ase koso ho no kuranie obonse ye de saa na tititi ho saa bum na ye kese asense na ye huni ya bopo si ni bituo ma chese nyamenko a ene yesi sojafo na police fire so makogu Sampa update ne ba police na my update wo commander wo patem ho ma update ya de pro galamsey ni issue ene go damenso eko police CID headquarters sanso ena chema Wontumi ko ho bibisiye squad bi ni police fo no enye easy Bobie Ansah chese sisi police fo adwen ye adwuma first na kai go damene dan pare breswa oh eke si nipa ene enka na nke be si nipa ko mewu bom tiokom but ye NDC na titunti no sade na nkoso yenti no
odame wo na Ghana police for a year. I think now it's clear that between the Ghana police under Akufo-Addo and the Ghana police under Yohunu, at least nyansa kakra bo mutrim. And then kwasi asemwa odame efa enkrofo kogu eye police headquarters ehye wo atare don defame of odame eno kodi sebe akakabensem Ghana ni bia wo tiemi bia ni se eye Akufo-Addo ni odame no a ono no ye attorney general no a enkanya dia obi ene dampare a enkomo wura on komo bro wo maku wo enka se Akufo-Addo as the president, then you have Odame as the attorney general and Dampare as the IGP. Me say enkene enkiebe sie nipa ewo police headquarters. But it's good. Eye because say MPP supporters ni aye omadwe say edam ewo mutrim na say police forensic say omo ebro omo a at least obia we obia de beye eye enkaye na omo boys no small boys bi ni omo sanketenketi bi ne akakabinsem bi ne de omo kyerɛkyerɛ ewo ho ye police form and sakura pie from Buffalo omba bumu amamoni so atem one time ne de omo kyerɛkyerɛ hwɛ ye mema o ya mema omo konzongo ene kofa nipa ni bio ya mama o ya mema boys they come na do omo ti sometimes so na watch so but I hope say omo beka sa kire eye Godfred Odame asemo a empedifo dia to dia to nsa afre nyina ye simple wo ya attorney general wo di bone na di eye AG office no wo dey run office no ena Richard Jakpa a petition eye CID say wo bo ne pa say onka samon fanto eye finance minister ato force so so simple ade we yetie hu tapes and you need to be investigated. I'm not a judge to claim say so damiko jail, but you know your interest in that matter. And reason why some of us we keep on calling on the NDC government to make sure that they sanitize the system. What be we are Attorney General, now what do we na menkotia yes ya dubu ahe National Security Bureau mfayin kwesi ya Signals Bureau na se the ways are buying prosecutor na MY security hwejimi yati kromu FBI director Krano is under investigations for America. FBI Ghana National Security area ye mu ade ani ete no ho yete de antebun yete de ho asamba ya na ayi kwabena dubu ahe o ka kire ko kan na wo pa ko terrorist for bra as na kwabena dubu ahe na busuafo ntikro mu abi na yenuanum yi MPP for nansan ya na mpese me de ba no ejina ho pa na etore bi o mo ka asem a odwene ho odu o mo toto bodam ni ho kura enye yi ongo ka asem krai koka ni emebu Bank of Ghana ni ye nyina na etikrom a ongo ka nyamra ye mesi eye Flagstaff House ye nyina na etikrom ha ase se BBC or Ghana as MPP for no woman so want to have you so still I think they are dealing with madness and omunya adro ya can say we from 2017 2018 2019 2020 2021 22 23 24 mo the co-opposition ya can this ni abodamu MPP ni abodamu MPP ni abodamu MPP ni abodamu MPP ni abodamu still MPP ni abodam adia ni kwa se mo kano na oka adia no mfaso bia ni so yaka MPP ni abodam wo muguso. So the point is that se kwamna dubu an say obekọ akoka bibia obekọ akoma security obi amfa ho ana se pani bi so aye bibia kwamna adubu aheni mu a na so ma ne betodwa ye nyina ya pe because amanfo abre se yatwe yede nkrofo mo edi position na se emrat mi twe wo aso a me pa cho o ga se odame emra no eche no na se emra ne jeli no a o ga se ayeni ni etuwe isa ayeni o Dr. Ayeni o ga se ono obeya sa sebe enkwase ade a gofro dame ye no onye. So you see, punishing people, another process, a straightening up system, society, community. Me, I don't believe in the Bible. So make me use Bible that they are changing a community. I don't believe it. I don't believe in the Quran. Quran they are not patapaka krawum. Maybe extremist for no na be among kenkai I don't know. I'm not a Muslim. But I don't believe in Quran. I don't believe in the Bible. Entimis nipa. Ebuama nipa mumundi bone more. The Bible, the Quran, the Hindu books, whatever, the Christian. Ebuama nipa mani di bone. But there is only one Bible. Punishment chapter 1 verse 5. You both sum nu ani so ada ho. Wan. Urbo so na manu aye study. Punishment chapter 2 verse 50 says, "Ki yi wachi, uwia o mansika ye yi wachi, ya bo ma sa 150." Yes, Singapore ne ayeye. Omo first president no we ya wa bomma what into so we chewing gum, what to actually bonting, what did he habem, what to actually bonting, a transfer noir, and you see a final, ya bomber. Bomber, you who was station, circle, Kumaski jetia, a quad tomra, ya bomber. Do a giant channel. Na abani tim so ono saa de we onye bi punishment chapter 16 verse 20 bonini bu ho awudi a ye no ema so ye bema ema ene mo omobo ye wuro hu nyina ya mo demre wa hu yi no eso nko a ombe boso ma sa po sa 256 boko te so ma e ma be se o ye mo demre boko te so ma e do also a punishment chapter 20 verse 39 ye no de enkwala prayer den no a ye de twi adwaye no so ahu na ya chija ye kola ba ye 500 ye de ahye wo nsam de wo ba bi see that thing the wo ba bi sa you know so 1500 times na kokobo apie na kokobo apie. Oh, what, because I am so nipa da senino asa. Nipa da senino. I am says punishment. And that is why we keep on telling the NDC government. Some of us, yes, a punishment. In this will be what NDC Mukrana said. Obedi sabe enkwasi asema gu yanimu ase a na osuro because say it me punish a MPP for well wo and this ni no en fansa nkoka aban sika en konkonkotu galamsey. Don't do it. En ko inflate your friend say contract. Don't do it. Ya disikama sa ye fa ye oman adwuma ya. Ma o percentage no edaso no wani nso. O percentage no eye 1% kra ye no wanya. Si run system say ya ebe me anya sika de asisi schools. Ebe me anya sika e de aye ensuo ma nkrofo anom. Ebe me anya sika e de afande eye energy projects. Ne enkania bakrom ye benya sika ya akwan. Ye benya sika ya railways. Eya so bi wa ha so betumi afa railway, betumi afa a train from here to Sunyane. Sunyane connect aba ama aye friend say ya ji Kentampota chimai. Na ma oman no mu bie na anigi aba chense ba akofo befa wato Escalade, wato Jaguar, wato adendien, wato dendien. I've been saying this. Menka se sikanye. At least onipa da seni wabobra ukrom wo fie ba ko bia o maami o se o papa o ja unuanom osu kofi abenya ba bi di utrato enkran fu yidie yi wanya ba ko kama bi. Yes na se meyo o my funfram se wo yasa o say o my no wo yasa o destroy o my no enti Wontumi dia ne ye one odame e de no en maka no se dakro ya yo nunum betie si odame nkrofo no so no o mo be steady because Wontumi nkoye sa de we Akufo-Addo ne odame no a time enya dia betimi aye omo ntwema aha apart from that no ena maka no hwe Ghana for amutie me ekrom ha okay ekrom ha mamenka asem we emfanwie na Ghana for mo amia nkasam a galamsey galamsey your friend say illicit drugs in Uboni any your friend say the aba gangsterism say gangsterism aba beka ho na it's so unfortunate say on my yatim no onipa enkrofo a ye hu omo so omo ya kandifo no a ye de ye nkwa ene ye bibia hye omo nsa no eye omo na ye sa o galamsey no politicians na nanoma hemfo ene asofo ne imamfo omo na etu ayi omo enye obia galamsey no the entire means ya no nyina no politicians traditional and opinion leaders your friend is say pastors ne chief imam for ena media for ena ewen emasa akronfo enan akronfo nan nipa bonefo ya ye no omo eti oman mu Ghana ohini bia ni ho adwempapa woni tirim but yen kwala no yentimi nka mesi Ghana wohini ba kokora ni ho adwempapa woni kwase asem nko a bone nko a no mo frantuma aguso okoka menam yetogba afede okoka menam ye otumfuo no okoka menam ye gamanche okoka menam ye nairi okoka menam ye domahene okoka but the problems we are facing Ghana hemfo they are the people omo na edi ewu politicians okoka unim se me former president Kufodi enkanasa mu olumai ye kohwe bone a obekwa kohwe bone akofo adi o man we no sabi tafra che bodamini kura wanye sa bodamini onye okoka meni akufo adu no okoka meni John Mahama no ti ntimi nka o masam. You criticize them, and you see the danger is that almost a common DNA. And they have people obu akura no a community obu a wa try aso be president Kufuor ntimi nko wa criticize president Kufuor oh no they abesie ni o Facebook no a screenshot to their ma president Kufuor ni pebi me na me koma opani me na me instance obeti asem a wo kana mu nyina mo join forces aka kire ne say massa ade a wo ye oman ne yempe but e kom omo say kom de yes impoverish the people and you rule forever omo say kom de me na me health minister me na me finance minister me na me chief of staff me na me say onti enka obi asem but they are the very people destroying us na di bone no They have the money. Oh, also for tabel. Oh, pretty yinisia say, and the Lord God Almighty will pass. And Jesus said to the multitude, come unto me, and I will bless you. Hallelujah. We serve a living God. Hallelujah. Bonini nyina onedie omwa. Na ba ku so di na mo nchen. Oh, Jehovah Rapha Donatikenu. And we raise the staff of Jehovah. Oh, young boys, you don't know anything. We have fight so many battles. Kwasi asem no mu di kire o. Wo mu na edi bone no e wo mu awon ye de ani abu fraud boys. Ya no kom di no wanya broni di aka no. Ene ani abre wo mo so. Ye de ani abu sa boys no. Wo mu no di abone no mu di. Omu bone be no omu di. Omu ni bone bia. Many a friend sorry no. I command the cripple to stand up. Many a friend me Ebenezer no. Many a friend me say no. Eye omwa. Untimi nka Sarabatu untimi nkanasem. Hwe, Chief Sarabatu, o kana sema zongo fo beba bebo. Eni atim. Enipa yi a wahye moche yi a etare ni tiri ho a ne jara bi a tententen na bodwe se no obesebese no abesimila. Ubeka so sum go kai ko ranwa ma bone nko bone wona dia kromfo esie untimi nka ni yeti o man mu eni anyina ya yedi eni yedi ndi bu a fraud boys yom ni nam omu baabi eji wo mu ani untimi nka skani asem okrom ha untimi nka skani asem okrom ha o yonko ni alaji agongo ade so alaji agongo na ya saade o yonko ni kwam despite o yonko ni ofori o yonko ni Ibrahim o yonko ni wahwan o yonko ni wahwan PK champion ayo sikani anje papa no se kwa kutin o yonko no ade so mo na ye osika wo mo ya saade no they are doing it ayo mo anya ordinary people ayo mo na yonko ni IGP na yonko ni military command there na yonko no ayo mo they are doing it. So our situation is very complex one. And now the most dangerous part is that they have become friends. They watch each other's back. Eyo omwa yede ani abu boys omo fa bucket ko kwayem ensuom kwa huru gold nkakra so omo na ye galamsey enye omwa enye boys nwa omo yes ade no omo hyedem omo yes ade no omo wi a sankrofo we nyina onima ba bia kwa me ya na mewra ho pa ubo so omo organizing galamsey conference ayofo no omo tu no omo na ti first row politicians no omo bua omo no omo ti second row so asofo no omo sese wo mo che tentia omo nyina aka ho omo tete dro na kromfo pani no bonefo pani no ejina soro no okasa na omo ka galamsey ho asem edan no eso no omo tim no omo ye adwuma no a na egum no kanyame dwiri dan ni kum omo nyina bo se galamsey ntu betwa adanya me bedwiri dan na kum omo nyina maye no se onka politicians ne ahemfuye akwa hia mpanifo ahemfo yi kampanifo be biwo omu nyina be hia CSOC omu tubi CSOC foi omu tu galamsey ni bi me na no program mentie Jonfo GJ president Jonfo omu musa na djuma no oye Jonfo na Jonfo busa question why na me dum TV no na ye ni nsam no mu kakra no esanse abone for no do so ntino ye ka asem a enkwa akiri ye omu musa Jonfo first pa no me ye no omu musa Jonfo se djuma be na no oye no kan kire won mo CSOs way to be na hwenya mahi se asoja for mpani for no ba na hyehyɛ omo nan tem no mo te wo ento omo te wo nyina no a obi afa prime next prime how a obetu aye hu because say no Ghana fo ahu e no omo ade abegina auditorium e no omo kyerɛkyerɛ say galamsey mutu de say but omo fa so say munyai sa line no omo akye ti omo so ye ko solve problems no omo aka omo boa woman na etu omo ba me enye obia sanka ya ordinary citizens like a here for to say me no near to come stop here because they never want us to be like them or to become like them or to get to where they are in terms of wealth, riches, man. Omo pese e bedru ba bi omo oda and sanka ya here for in and here to come stop here da and they have the power come betimi they stop here but omo na etu omo ahemfo na afra ntomatufo no womo na etu asofo no ha na etu yeah last week unim say kwame sofo bi ne na prayer tower atimi akotena galamsey site aye fasting 30 days because galamsey ni bana sore ena guy ne beka kire ne say ne concession no na say okobo a onya gold oni na sore makogu asasere so 30 days fasting and prayers no gu ran mu say akwan to galamsey ha gold no emra Jimmy koto ofui mami buba ne ba kon eno mu gura no mu so this person ya ayarahosem o kwame ayarahosem Ghana Armed Forces commanders ne Ghana Police penin atane ahemfo no any politicians in penimfo any asofo no sakrofo we 5 ni imamfo no sakrofo na aka bom no mo ha oman no omo na esay oman no omo wie awia no ma babe kwame gansa la unim langas egu ahemfo efie ahemfie kwame meso obi mfasa research we ntu no so langas egu nkrofo ahemfie no you have no clue. They buy them the tramor, they buy them the ammunitions, they buy them the machetes, they feed them the land guards. Politicians now for funny omo for now for sebe ya omo be attack no. Into omo jaya vulnerable ones no amma. Into say ni yewura gangsterism mu ohini bia won gangsters etuo ye license unu group bia omukura tuo edi wo hini bi ati a eye omo ana anadwo omo sori be armed robbery awia no omo de tu na kogu ahemfie ho. Yes, that's where now they keep that's where now they keep their arms. Into be police for be criminal bi efie no bibia ni ho egu ahemfie anadwo no ma fa no mo de akokum ni pa akobọ kro no ahomache no mo de aba be gu ahemfie ho. Yes, media magia to me say enye ye da your voice ni sha your voice ni sha minim but Matthias ye say kwame sa na nyame abo wiase sa abonefo obedi hene yes I have free. You can't change it. Into to us is here no show who ye. They are just evil. Anytime I see them in an auditorium, as someone may come and say, God, just do this for humanity. You didn't go on me say that's abesi Ghana hano ye hu beto ye at least for the next 5-10 years ye hu beto ye gansasi omo no omo de omo ko ayefo no ye omo langards na politicians so de omo ko eye friend say elections into omo several politicians no ni ahemfo wi a no omo graduate no omo be armed robbers. Police ni suru no, soldier ni suru no. Omo graduate a no omo be armed robbers. And as I say kwa omo graduate and I say nya armed robbers nko a omo be dane daytime gangsters. First pa ye be hunu so bibi ensabebubo bi okura tuo ni ade a Jesu akohwe ye sahil ho videos ni bi akohwe bi ansa no ahunu say ye say esaneba eba kwa me so ahunu de ya na ekoso TikTok no ka shala ye be dai wo Wontumi body to a odeshi no aprapra ni ya hwe Nigeria movies mu esane sa bedru ha one day and me can see we actually Ghana man one day one beautiful afternoon we will all pay for it kete we will all pay for it. You do elections. Now for the akobo ensase. Ene your friend say na konwa ho ban because what the force aju obi akonwa. Eya onye ohene. Into ohia omo dinro. Enti say kwa me onim de omo ye. Ahemfo no they go as far as Niger, Burkina, Cote d'Ivoire. No omo ko form no eye omo a rebels are omo a disintegrated no and omo kofa omo nom do omo ba now one day so omo do omo ba no because already you see they want a way to enter Ghana and as I say they mo de ka kofa omo eba omo ba sa no omo do so wie no mo number ndru be 1,000 1,500 2,000 3,000 na da wo mo binyina be ka wo ho abom se ye ebia yatimi akonka adwira ye konka adwira no afi de wo mo koba wo ma dan terrorist wo mo koba saada no eni ebehwe ohina oso won de odi gold che na ehye so obetena ho a ye behwe de oso won de ohye gold kawa Ohina was one that tikrama ye jawo na num so. We so na tese boso. We no so na te ponko so. We na so te ade so. We so na te ayi akokɔ so. We na say that day ye be hwɛ. That day ye be hwɛ. Ti monto aso. Ogo ka am so omu de omu wu akɔ. So they are just destroying the country. Yeah, omu wu akɔ. To omu say o man no. Kwame ene Ghana also be politics. We a young guy, young girl, na onya kronfo. Na nim say the didnt trap. Pani bia mpesa obebe no. Yes. Wontumi nko wi ama. Into what o ya dey. Edru election oba be fraud e koboa ye ni enko wi ni. Ba ye wi ni a ye kronfo boys ye no na ye adwuma. Ompesa obi abehwe nanim aka chense boss. Ade a wo ye no. O ye oman no enye enti wo kasa anya Bobie de ne kasa anya dodo enya me kasa na enye wagimi say ade oman ahye won sa na oye oman ni say wo ya aboa pa wa aboa say ade oman ahye won sa ye won kwala a say ehwe wo mo hwe say ayi ye friend say Kwame we ayi la hospital hwe kwa Akufo Adom de ayi la general hospital hwe kwa mo de la fo fa so hwekwa omo do omo fa so enti sa politician no sa no ompe obi a wo de nche abetumi aka chense boss ade we this is not right there be omo mpe bibini no bibini eno no ebetumi akowia boss ebetumi akowia yen kowia mra so we are breeding criminals. Dakre be gie nyina nsem ne ani so atie enno ha no Haiti Kwame Haiti ye twa ni petite said ye twa akokoti armed groups so say Haiti armed groups obi apeso take control Haiti obesho ni Haiti asase say ya o na nyansani bia ni kromu a na obeka ho asem agimifo nko ati kro kromu bo no motra ho hwe sa ena boom Haiti Mexico armed gangs yetimi chie busuo ba komu nipa 30 40 massacre twa mu nyina ti agu amnam ada beto politician bi wo Ghana ha na ohini bi wo Ghana ha no that day they will probably wake up me osuma me ebekumi a amai but yanya yenchirima ne saa yenni ho bone why omuma Akufo Adom mani nyina Africa na o ba ko kra ni ha yeah ombeta ko gwa so mjeje diplomatic passports ni ade ebinum dual citizenship say di aba no omu nyina ama MPP NDC owie na brabo owu a nachi di ebesi bia no onim se mema they can just move out of the country enti enkoso Brano Pabe 11 and I use pick up on a husu a fita Michel White. If I woman a bay in but to pick up his man on the cocutia, a bacutia. And if she had the hair and say, what's that here? Almost to 2. See, a 2 on the course, so I'm almost signed your money chair, Sampa in his feet, and Komukakura and his fear. Eti depends on more mo boy in fear no ba any abusia e won sta hin fi ho so yes amon pene e masanku fo ne mamira hin fi ho e bi se omo ahusuo no wuntimi mfa we nche se we yesi masia na tete itano makato mo ni munyina eti omo ampene banse na ampene ye kwakoye mentimi ho ase ene etu atoto omo akata mo ni mu kitatuo ya ba betru wo fie nso ono nso bo ahemfie ho ban nso kitatuo eti amatututuo ne koso a
Eti patrol team, Sampa patrol team na omo duty area no na omo men ho nti omo nyanka se bibi ekoso eho baby a etesa ne che Sampa hinfie patrol team ne chuka nti kwan so omo ba no na manufo ni bi tutu e de check car no nti na so e ma police ni de ahon prepare e ma won de car no kokura amnem e na so police ni ba ko ahwe ne nkwa enra na yegusu nti free no aba ne bia da kuro no mo ayemanyamanya nti anope regional police commander free su ya ne ba Sampa senka mo de perepe e ba betu se de be ya asunwie bitumi aba obi Ghana police service omo page o interfide so a omo chese omo de asunwie aba Sampa asunwie ne baaye na echi no anya be don hwemi no e na tututu no esan ekos bi na
Ewie
ya me no ka say ye
wo if I was Sampa ho
there was Sampa krum
enti ewie ya be 2 hours ago asiase biu
ashase gidi tututu ekos gidi pa
omo no mo use pick up white no mo free hin
nchemu die yentimi nchese omuri abusia e anase abusia bi na mom no yekoba ese omansan di omani ache Sampa hinfie ho no eno mususu se ebetumi aye nana Jafra nkrofo efise omoba se menka so omoba for attack ti omoba attack.
No, but what I mean is omo free omo ye kromafo ana say ohwe a omo free baabi na be wura kro no
ya maske omo anim nyina omo akata omo anim nyina nti ntumi identify say we ana say we nti ida say omo free kromo ha na say omo free baabi foforo no isi ne yentumi ntrese si mesika ho nti yenim baabi omo free by.
All right, thank you. Famous Boadu, famous here that's a monitor because yeah pick another information be or other nearby towns. Yeah, Bay Sampa. Monitor my the air coso. Now I show we why Pacho.
Okay, and then Sampa market.
All right, okay.
You to cross no by first dia chronomo CIA. Any the cost of my fact, I'm ready.
Okay.
The same no kasi obi ani ho was Sampa kum.
I see.
Bambo phone kwa na diabos.
Na Bambo 4 want here then are still be 2 hours ago. Wamutimi sa be wura mu bio.
Bambo phone dos wo kum mu ha nkasa na kum ha bibi no. Si bisia aya na omo nheda emfa Bambo phone ho sao.
So,
Sana krum hati. The BBC a mon shadan fa Bambo for hosa.
I see. Wow. Terrible. Anyway, all right. Yeah, the officer, not Regional Police Command, in more. Chief Akwaba.
Mejoso.
Boko the mini penny.
Nanya dum na monso.
Erade nti ekramu. Aja Sampa. Wada Roma. Ade na ekoso yi.
Yo. We ne fa kunya na mentia ati ko nyina. Anopei Regional Command ni issue press statement. Exception the ekoso or something. No. In an intiate a family will be a some kakra or Sampa. Some would be any Samba Jafra group or more crashing or market area of Emma to airport so until you deploy patrol team or Mokoe, so Monkobo and now bring the situation under control. Omogusuno what we here say almost a share store to be or Sampa area of anti-market area of until next year, there's auto fire service for any ambulance service. Emma Omokoyo Modina. Ye konemi na etu bi kasae Emma ko good police for no so Emma ye try police for nipa be watch any try and so ye be on course to ye treat you am on ko fie ba ko de kakra am ya de for confirmation hospital obisa odi ayare
Uncle Thomas, okay, say a two jaigu musua, was it an attack? And I say a accident. Which?
Because I know there was an exchange of firing between the group of Momino and the means maybe a report saying, and on my car, no, a coffee at the driver no name taking Budonan Kubu, so I'm a listen control my car and the car no so say, I'm a nippon so, only do some of the treatment. Yate say yani a reporter kasai no say be 2 hours ago I didn't say peja no den what is happening yeah BT up security if you enroll in and some no ka say the situation no remaining calm takra mai
and I make us say yeah reporter near kasa no be 2 hours ago. Because you say free run and take control. Yeah, you no pay no near your monitor. But the Kasa says, I know, say, or as a petty kakra. Is it that those groups know, Omu Kromo and Amount mean to Omo and say, Munya Omo and Nas, Omu free Kromo?
I'm say, command, you know, yeah, also, yeah, said, and see of one Kasana. Omu with Mako Shebaby, I about a kitu of Intia, Tiffany, a rash home. Na ya kwa bitimi aswa sanity
ba se munya obi anche no
ya tie investigators no go monte so a omudu so a omoye adwumade se de binya omo chioma na ye de omo kugina
me pacho timu bi mame munya obi anche no
sisi a me no kasa die menenya report bia but me say ya tie investigators no go monte so a omoye adwumade apesa ankofo no chio na ye de omo kugina mrano na mrano so ni omodi ni so
Uncle Thomas I say we mama ni uni ho komo because ye nyina e Ghana for we kra de nka eye ho asemi Uncle Thomas we minim say when ye fikakra say de atu asi akodi boys nsem wo Ghana ha enye bono ana Sampa nko ahụ make me akase say almost every region gang for group ebisi ahimfie ebisi asofo dem ebisi a police for them enye hagre
na say you also are adwumade na omo ni ko tu sa yaje na ye saka omo so
Uncle Thomas ye be adwumade a police focus ayi na wo kan you we na me of be a chief inspector was secondary enkatia ye boa ne ka say bia na wo kan adwumade mo yesa but every day Uncle Thomas agi ensem o
and to say pa ba say we can be room or do in a day
but you see it's not like I dare no and tokwade no because even before I will call police crano na umpani for no so kan ye adwumaden da bia adwumaden so ade no so kwa na e kwaso nti e adwumaden be no
en America ya ba mu die emu de rada and say in can say criminals are always one step ahead. You have to move a step further to get them arrested.
Yo yate ene ye bedase se bibi ni na entiase ye bese abia bedin komo. Okay, Uncle Thomas. Me pass you ombachi omuda wase. All right, so I'm back to the studio. And say muni police we nyina pe ye adwumaden e de be adwumaden no. What kind of hard work na de bia ye adwumaden and so ade no kwa escalate. What is that?
Okay, so thank you very much. Unim in a society nkrofo mu no there are dynamics. Now ubisa question be say eyere na eto no eba good. Enti enyama bebre na me ka say enyama bebre. One, we share Sahel, any Gulf of Guinea. We share nyama ekoso. civil unrest nyame ema eto no edos wo ho na say eto no etumi recycle eba other countries like Ghana because of where we are positioned enti nipa no pe sika op sika dia aye bibi eto no obeba beto no very cheap ewo ha no dia ko finance ni nyama opeso in terms of terrorism ni any nyama no enti through the Sahel Kokosui, they are able to get these firearms into the country. Now, the other reasons are Emma Etua Dosso, I say, Ebumu wa Musuka, Omo Felice Baby Omodino, if they have the firearm, it shows class.
Really?
Yes. Eventually, uno be to make us out, oh, me doing me here too. Or I say, it needs it for protection, by any protection of Felice Baby, where do know. It shows bravado. It shows class. Well, and it's half for now so editor. Meanwhile, they don't even know how to use these firearms. And to say, akrofo ana criminals to show uswa because on in say who to hono oba prepared. Na so oba pe won say obedi to no obedi say to no every we same. Na so odia na no so be can illicit firearms no. Enti nyame ma etono eba krom no edoso de bia ye ka asem no mi start no we kan ye say etono ete say susum ukra to a ema wondwi o enu na kire o de won ye minim say wo kai achimota obi ni tenant akasa wo rent so tia we tia say I say, Metro, I'll show you where power lies. Or confer to pay. Welcome. You know we can or shame. We are sure say to Nuha. I can't
send go baby.
Say a chiso cry, the umbe and say fisticaus on becum. Ade, say pata and no. Now can ejo. That's why we are saying say a two doors war or many more a break it down rule of law. Dear, as I na yentina table huna en kasa no won say yen ye obi a pese ochre ne tumi oba ko fa etu now wo bi say dey na ye enyama no ye bebre but
answer na me kono illegal ones no e doso illegal ones no doso do
ampa enu na me chero how are illegal ones no bear no and the role we play as citizens to make sure say illegal arms no edo so they be ameka eto any nine eto tumi nanti eni pa na ema eto nanti yes then ukrofo a e was at one but we don't volunteer information
but member office no cry friend say
small
arms Sir, more the mandate, some will be a movie around effective arrest with people who are almost cry illegal arms, right?
Okay, so we don't have the mandate.
You don't have the mandate.
Yes, we are seeking for that mandate now. We don't have the mandate. Say, police enforce those laws, no.
So, what role do you play?
Okay, so per your mandate, no. We suggest policy directions to the Honorable Minister for Interior, and then na enyana ebeboa, then he implements. But the challenge there is this: Ushe best practices are, say your political authority and governing authority, na your regulator, and sana the law enforcer. The law enforcer being the police, the regulator is supposed to be the Small Arms Commission, and then the governing or political authority, I the Ministry for the Interior. But you see, I know there's a gap. We have the Ministry of the Interior, the political authority. We have the enforcer. But aka regulator na afi obeto me aye sanyama say to ensure say proliferation no ebeba form no aka because our mandate no and my kwan also we say we can't effect the arrest. Police na say you say and the police is actually fighting general crime.
Per mudata no. Ehifana sa illegal arms no dodo no ano ewo ewo ahimfi ana se ewo ghettos ana se ewo forest galamsey for nsemu ana se our politicians now.
Okay, right. So thank you very much. Wonim, third survey. Actually, a omeyu. Any
registered and non-registered,
but by the end of the year, survey no, intuma. And I don't have the clearance to speak to those figures yet, and now to speak concerning those figures because
about commission. What do you say?
Almost 6 years.
Into previous, moyeno. And can we previous no moyena? If one warm.
Oh, say, we are effective arms control. Data 10 years. It's about 10 years old. And current one, and
so data within what time? Say annually, and I say 5 years, which is which.
All right. So survey no, due to lack of funds and survey no every 10 years. But we are trying to get financial support. It will be shorter than the 10 years. But you know, say agencies do also. So that is the challenge we have.
No, the point is hold on. Over the years, a new commercial politician. Over the years, they say Abai and said that and resource small arms. That is the point.
So that is one of the challenges. Yes, we have that kind of challenge in terms of finances. So now we can say, that challenge. If we have the resources and can lesser than the 10 years, because it will.
When we say Omo become ano bonten say ye kutia a two illegal arms and so mo ni sika mo de ye adwuma meboa so omo aseda.
For the finances, it is a challenge. Even staff, the resources apart from we are
your profession to person obeka says omo boa be person ka say a challenge.
Yes, it's a challenge because once it is a challenge, then you can't overcome it.
You never bro kroma you never minimum say so keep you position now you pay. Now say any pay ya de pa wo sisi ya nyina we are at risk. One kan kire so omo boa ska no omo fama. And I say we need share we kire no aka kire.
You ask a question and I'm answering the question. Who Sam say what are the issues? Make sure you challenge financially because make sure say
when they come out and they do their symposiums and whatever they tell us that we are empowering a small house commission to work blah 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 blah.
Well, I have not heard that. The government gives us funds, but we are challenged financially.
Okay.
Because Seskano, enough. Now, they say, we would have done so many things like this. Savina making, every 10 years, lesser than the 10 years, so that it will help impact the effective small arms control.
For the 6 years, our year Juma or hope Bepimen and Moon any data analysis.
Data analysis, quarterly analysis, but the major Savina, Savina, this is the third one. Yes.
And the third one. Since small arms commission, your motive, we need third one.
Yeah, this is the third survey.
Ni maybe.
Oh, ebeye. Only the data make us say ebeye. Oh, say honorable minister. Oshia Park. Okan Bibi, and that because our sister radio station say that made me happy as a staff of the commission because me starting we can share with best practices. You identify where the gaps are, and I enumerate. I'm an honorable minister. Say the gaps are identified, and this is how we can plug those gaps. And the commission can be resourced, empowered in terms of your mandate legally, now so that we can effectively fight the proliferation. Only park can about the manual process of registration in Yama. Just say, while admitting some of the gaps are commission no about the rosa say it needs to be fixed. So they can say what issue. Once you identify what issue, it puts you in a position. Say now you think of solutions to the issue. But when you behave like the proverbial ostrich, you pretend say there is no issue. Now the teacher former can say "Ubody no ewa bonting." So for that he did, and I can tell you say I'm not talking like a politician. The me who me can Obayano is one of the ministers who has been very committed to the process of reviewing our law. Okay. You started law over 10 years I started so that it will give us the mandate. So that we can go after these people. Then the police will do law enforcement. Commission will be regulatory work. No, you can say Obayano or promise here during the meet the press. No, say Obama series of meetings to review. Those meetings have come on. Deputy by chief director Subaye. They were there with us for 3 days reviewing the law. But what I say? And you know, processes. So once we have these things, and owning, and the minister is going to table out certain policies. And these policies will help us to fight the proliferation of small arms in the country. And the Deputy Honorable Minister for the Interior, all these things are based on the third survey. Okay,
maybe know about the Dimko because maybe my name is Mr. Kwesi Boati Irenchi on the APR of Demand National Peace Council. My friend of a question. Otherwise, Yakaba. Boko Nyami Adum Boko Nampacho where. Ami. Ejako si ye di nkomo bia wie na menim se nkomo e mu interest wo mu a. Ejako si se ye dru baabi a. Wo hwa ya si e friend kola bi ba Shaka Boys. Omo ye gang fu. Ubeso social media na nkola 4-5 no mo de ntuma akokwa achichire wo monsa no mu kuratuo wo deshi alla mashaka ede ndie so wa hu sa nkola no nsem ni bi no mbatwa ni je hu kwa wo hwa yese gang we enanu yese gang fo mienu bi wo western region ya omkochi ba ko she batakere a omobo no ama ni jane nan no so wo hwe bi sa video no share Sampa. Yes, you know 2 groups. Say a chance you will Liberia. Do no time. Oh, wow, say the abako so aba. Wa hini bia wa gang for krom hayimfo. Nyina wa gang for wo mo an say land guards. Opani Peace Council enti ade we ya monka ho asem ne ehunu amo yo that's ne kwenya ode amai then o kan say gang for no ye hu trend no say developing na sense mi free ye kun say school ye sua bia ne force ho na mente kan enti ye guso a ye di hu komo ye department ba ko ye capacity building idea ye inhina so ye di hu djuma e hwe ne betumi aye idea so ano na ne o ka se ahemfo ne nkeka ho ewo gang de tin ni se sa na ti o man mu bia da magu no na ne se bi djuma o mu ni ne nkeka ho na e de sa nyeman yi ba enti ya yeguso e di hu nkomo e hwe ne be ya so ano Ejakwesi enti Peace Council munni any records bia na se munhu da se ubonso ohini we ba boys bia be 10 12 obia kura pump action obia kura tu pacho unhu bi da ye hu no se ye nim se asafo ho ne your friend say rectina omobo omone ahene edi omodi eni mede na okoba na nkeka ho se bi o ho mpo a minim so se police for bi so edi eni
eba ba
eja kwesi
o kan se
o se unhu da se ahemfo ewo Ghana ha wo ba wo behwe boys 10 12 obi akura pump action and as a pump action no ekura omo no to the peace council no eye normal
enye normal nyame kan se no enye it's not the collective way in the country say ohini bia wo nkola omukura pump action gun nye kan se no they need to say meaning say small arms for our panel no so
yes
we are all trying to work together to ensure that all our guns are registered yani ahemfo no kasa di nkomo se na ebe ya ebe ma asumdue aba oman mu so it's we are yegu so ayeye.
Wadaruma, when was the last time amone a traditional council din komowe?
Oh, let me ask you, International Peace Day on 21st we import yani binumu kasa or regions in and Christian Huina.
Say ejakwasi
meba yeah can say him for you ebinum poti board so governing board so him for omo rep National House of Chiefs omo rep and it starts across all our regions enye Accra ha na national happening we know
but no and I make canon did I raise say because me asantuma born me free and I won't take me chrome out and I am mama say o catch me say my adwuma we mfi aduonu num ni sebe enkantete no enkanya sa na tie en ohini bia ni ekromu asese obesi abonte a onim rante be ye edunum a omunkura etuo pump action just say it's not fair on my part say ubebu bidin wa mobidin but I can tell you me kromu hinim frim it's everywhere. It has become a norm. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm really shocked.
That be normal.
I'm shocked. So say oh nyomu nyina na kakra bi.
Yeah, can say also where your jumayache. Anka ye can say yes statistics no. See na tie o my ha in data ye dey kasa.
Now,
we don't have that data to speak to. We've observed it. Yeah, who say a coso. By encounter or my movie bia or Libya na or Uncola ana a mebu omodin pump action gun. Also can't say or more plan a gala let me see.
Messi galamsey ne kura ka ho
ose langas
ne galamsey no eye won a eye sankwala no so won mo wura mu no won mo na kura tuo no won mo na befi
we need to speak to data about it research be akoso and say just observation
na me pacho overgosi muna
to also be I say fair ama omanfo nyinati
overgosi muna ho aja mosre aban sika kakra nya kase bia na eba me abansi ka mam ho enti mun show concern enye any survey da eya nka mbetumi a kire ye data say oh etisa entisa munye bi da
yegu chief
yeah
ni jemu a yegu so aye hu adwuma ye survey wo secondary school we na e course ni nkeka nyina a ye akra atro hu MOU ama nsore ne kunku a mu school no say on be ma tolerance akoso Yeguso makes me boy a capacity department near almost Koso or young church. We are engaging and there are Casempo, impending for before Kamalia, Omoguswa, Omodis and Kitan. And yes, Yanya Hoshi, Yeguso, maybe you're one day in Drew baby. And now, your prayer collaboration about Kosomi more than for. Na ye ne atumi adru
ndio ofagasi se ebia mo ahodi na enu ba bia enti muntimi nsore enkasa we anyimuska Accra FM anyimuska Peace FM anyimuska Adom FM anyimuska City FM anyimuska enti ade no mmom hu se even kakra bi mpo na mo hu a mmom hu se mo be sore aka kire Ghana mpanifo se hey ba bia o man na ekono enye fe na edi asem beba dabi eya ndiji se mo bom apro ye mo research ni bibia awie
me it is yejumano enye bia na ebetimi our levels of engagement enye bia na yede beto ejase yani media de beto nsentro for ejuma ekura nu nse say na eko say na ne nkeka ebi oho a mpenifon kohia nkokwam eka na esi na ntwe ye nyina ya ka cho enti aye strategy a ye use ebi a okoka bibi kakra no de tuja ne nkeka ho and the main actors no who say oh bibi a no de tuja ne nkeka ho o china bi ono so be din ahwo enti ya de say bi aye
na over actors no obi ya de enye na wo krokro nipa ne se wan hwe ye na ye say ni say ya na mboni die say Bobie Ansah na ya Bobie ade we wo na wo ye jai eye de say nye bon kam nkan bon ye o man
di say what nye ya ye eja boku die ya ekoi entwe ye yaka school ntentemi omo ye politicians amodi omo hu share electoral violence ye entwe ye yaka ni nyina sebio ni omo koye o ablekuma not ya tro hu krata dia ba so we are here can keke now we are meeting the key stakeholders answer the the main key holders
kwesi they wish me cry there sa ahono hia me
no I was saying
meba say baby a yadru no say mo engagement no me paucho se me kasana antwa ya na de acheme obi be ka say mo engagement ni effective until na every politics abedru gangs whereby young guys ewo gang omu use to for fight engagement na se nka mo engagement ya okekan ya effective akia ba bedru say ade na enye we say oh we are engaging people afedi ade net free enye one akopem enye says we still we are engaging. What are you engaging?
No, so we can also stop engaging. Act no kind. We are supposed to bring up mechanisms to prevent conflict in the first place. One, and the prevention the juma na and the crowd so biala and for to or the year way. Now so ya koso. The juma ni ho na nkeka obi pe 1,000 cedis and now we ma youth na no nya wabomano. We are trying very hard to also counter that, but it is not also any idea yebetimi aka say numbers no cost nti yebeja say ana yebetu yense guriem so adwuma yentimi nyebiem nti kakra we are working small arms man no wo a obetimi ebisa no we are engaging with them, engaging with the police and everyone on board say yebetimi act a bit faster and a bit swiftly and of course effectively to counter some of these things.
Yo.
Okay, Juma Yegusu aye.
Yo. Ajawasi, you better say. You better say. You didn't pipe over time watch. You that's bebre.
Yo. Yes, yeah, that's it. You when you are there, my.
Yo.
O man sunje here obia here so. Nti because album fire because ye Juma bien yeah.
Yo. Yeah, that's.
Yo, yes, yeah, that's.
Yeah. Eja, come on, Sam.
Yo, me that's it. We be say eden aye. On say in the midst of the challenges no, we are still doing things to make sure say there will be effective arms control. Arms control anyway. It's not just a one-stop gap. Different processes, any approaches. And I will be carbon. Na ye. First one to show the commitment. Yeah. My boss, Dr. Adam Bona, Oba say executive secretary. The first thing, was to go to the Bobu Ulomos Palace. That time no na omukwima da bia ebe outdooring installation bi na eto ekokan no. Enti yokoho to commiserate with the Bobu Ulom. Any nwa etimam for ye no ye research so ye ko teshin nwa tema and I any focal group discussions after your research in Yamano. And then you will say a 12 traditional authorities, the AUC doing festivals in Yamano, say yet to one anamo. And to commission, no, they make you can call the Babulomo to verify. Ye do ye pilot case. Say yes, started free ho. We went far, but almost started omowono. Say ye chuchuna class or muya na ye yachasu. Then na ye. We were looking at SOPs, standard operating procedures, guidelines. Ebe govern a two now traditional authorities no use no because you were two some you see you throw a no cap gun and no you see charge gunpowder. After the ye di ehihye ba say be ya omo a you see asafa cheme menim say na tree for no e friend bank in ka for friend no asafa cheme omo bo to no
I say I fear boys no
you say wo in California nkofo a omo bo to e friend asafa cheme enti omo nyina no said particular tag yebe mo ana say uniform a be hye enti say emre no do na commission any the police any allied security agencies no omo obi e dey afahye na ye ba ho abehwe wo ni sa tag na emra no wedi ye be chiw because these are some of the guidelines etu no kra no ye be be afre no amory assessment e say hwe bebe omo di say etu no kra asie omo di sie yie ankofo and to me free outside and be faster to and fan kodi boni eto no dey to no yisi de eni kwa mu se omo yesu no na omo surrender de say omo mrem se omo betumi yesu no na
yes ni ye wo nyina no yes me Sebita Frache me free traditional area so we know say ahemfie or any biara across the country because of the olden days war near the didnt, you know, that symbolism where or any move na say a fashe festival be wa omobotu no but what I know sir
cap gun and your charge gunpowder
but say they are using pump action
and that is what the commission is trying to solve.
AK-47
and no na ye person anything I say ya start minu ka say yani national House of Chiefs ni nyama akasa enti say ni babulomo ehwe na ye implement wo ho na efa because ye person ye hu titi problems nyama ebe fifi wo ho na ya solve afi na ya escalate but we've spoken to them and they are ready ye escalate enti now it will boil down to enforcement say wo ye frɛ wo ho wo nka sa asafo acheme no ho wo ni tag because you don't cry who bokra na wo angle say wo di kire wo say say wo kra no hwe de to well it didn't na ka guidelines no ho it these are some of the things are this just for the traditional now say what ba etemefo like the indigens two things are happening they may not know about the dangers of illegally owning firearms. Ebi mo so wo ha omunim ba se na ye kan say efie bia mensa wo no ebi mo wo ha omunim na so chese omu pese on be ye de so omu ye. That's why we ask that people volunteer information. Me no e ka say ya public sensitization ebi kwa na me ye in person
ba ma ye ya na efre o
minim say me can say once am wo ye
ya na efre o
once am wo but say what am we public education but so what
you say one ka be fie
oh say let me friend me lefe
o de kwase
we are say adagu falo because no friend me without any prior notice cry some people are we not friend me na mo o de ka no e bi na ye in person me ka say you were 6 regional offices and 8 border communities. The office of 8 border communities. Omuna ye some onim Ashanti region. Before our school shoot we were doing because your research. We started. Who call the pages Nusu website? We started from 3 years ago engaging the schools because now I hear research.
Research.
Say the proliferation. And you baby and the vulnerabilities. Now yeah they alcohol because you won't say because video be I sending me from Ashanti region, your officer now Ashanti region, or sending me no student on Facebook or the Coca-Cola bottle no. And yeah, bottle nakata no one plastic one.
Yeah, can one.
No plastic one.
The bottle. Okay. Plastic one. Sure.
Me see or the ayet wo.
I had to say come back in the enemy no.
Me see na abubo stone and the shemu. Me see bra. Ordinary eche na so body or boss out no the body na. Say na dino pie no. Me say no akwa we. Our internet no say he can be a target for this terrorist any nyama. These are some of the things that informed us. Me see yako ho say any kodano bon common. The kind of information they have on weapons, the omunim ever weapons no enya easy. That is what made us start sensitizing them. And most of these schools and even the public, the new transport sector, akasa, beginning of this year, my boss that will not buy transport all the people who matter in the transport sector. You know, by such unim, told any nine. The people hide it in their bags or whatever, and then they convey it to other places. And to the trauma, security things they will look out for, and some of the things they can get to also ensure, say, we all protect our space. The transport sector will not become a weak link. You ever fast that smuggle or transport firearms across the country. These are some of the commitments. Yeah. Now, you need police and allied security agencies. No, we do what we call stockpile management. About a year or two ago, you need donor support. You refurbish 3 armories of the Ghana police service so that they will meet best international standards. Say na nkofo gang, say na yakan gang Wontumi sorry and to share police no so to go and take their weapons from their armory. Nina is part of ensuring say they are effective arms control, because say one yes na eto na ebeba me people to fall into the hands of wrong people. Meaning say okay some years back a krobi per se etini ho okay say in the Volta region.
Yeah.
They were able to take stock, to take control of
police armory. Yeah.
And later military for no retrieve.
Yeah.
But now no yes we did it for the Greater Accra Regional Command. So there's no way you can have access because it means international standard. Security near tight. No. So these are some of the things that we are doing. But we need people to volunteer information. Onim, Tashi, there was a man, Okra Pisa, or the terrorizing Nkofo. Obi, my information. Minu can say, Yandaso, because ya wasn't a bear, you better make the G sign to war.
Only make us say, away.
Ya did a tone of no. Yamani bill and investigation. Yamani bill. The entire man bill say, Omusha no now our license at one. But ye Jeffrey listen because Mremono Yamau to me class I say Uber Kratuna, ye chow dear as we need and just we say Mau to you don't have the right to be brandishing the firearm and be shooting anyhow. It's against the law. And Manager say this is a which law to the IGP because give permission. Say to na ya license sama no kra no Wontumi a year p. Enti na wo hwe section 23 na.
Oh yeah.
Or see firearms no enya by right. Say your license sama. It's a privilege. Enti one di say ama Wontumi krata no. Now one this one it can be taken from you.
Anyway, live at 100.5 Citizen Show. Ghana for Bono Regional House of Chiefs issue a statement, and I think we have a copy here. So, press statement by the Bono Regional House of Chiefs on Sampa chieftaincy dispute. When you say baby ade no kekakono Yeah. No, okay, change it. Change it. Baby, I didn't get kakono. Aya hu kakra, and I hope say obi abeboa ma ya fight ya. Ni edeba se na de be Ghana for before you leave the studio.
Unim de be am ka say you call international conferences in Yamei. People respect and envy the peace we enjoy. Na ya wo mind ba ko pe. Ya peace I enjoy say ya hwe ye na ye di into to asem ese na ni bo be din amayen. Ni bo be din because peace everyone say one who person wonya no back enya easy sa. Na se kan so abekom no enya is because ka ebe to me dey asesi oman no na say nyina eco security. Enti ebe pa future we should trust in the security apparatus. One will say you call akoti the allied security agencies led by the police ye dey share by say echo pepe enti say trust na obia yen fine to or we will not be interested in owning firearms. We will trust in the rule of law. Ebeboa ebema ejuma no akoye so that we will have effective arms control. Na kwakra be trust no say pamucho we need to volunteer information. Say na me can say Sunday obi my information. Yeah do judgment no me to me come. But on my Sunday I am boss. Ankasa one chama me mkrapo my reply or no answer no ni pano edeli because ya sign information to act because say who name say who to me name say we so to e be den ya wadwuma. And if you see something say something. Muhu ya me bia any information give it to us. Do say ya register o license you would my information say corner ya register na onya no on you to no say na say o you say ya beji na o ye nafa mra kwan so ma o person my information na your WhatsApp number so that if it's a video audio picture my please call me cry e be free because information no here enti o ba me kwan na number no enti o ba to me I was up here on 059 907 0944 059 907 0944. Over to me so African Police on toll free number 18555 18555. Yes.
All right. Ne, it has to be brave. All right, so that's it live in Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. Komo we komo bia ehia me pa. Adia no eba no. Yeah, underestimate adeɛ no a ɛreba no sɛ yɛanhwɛ ne yie a those ignorant people on social media they just want to say something na nkrɔfoɔ you just leave them. In every country we have stupid people. They are very stupid. And they don't care. And I know I'm say boy be a friend is early deciato so one yes so kumase. And maybe yes boy be obi wa okra yes say omo to say a friend say yes social media or they use it to make money. So they like we don't maybe any bedroom we don't have time. Yeah, dangerous weather and we need to be very, very careful. We need to be careful. See, I'm sheni ya ye adieni ye. All right, so when I come back, Gabi Wachidako tape and Minia Solo and Haruna Mohammed about joining a war if ya Gabi Wachidako say a Ashanti region MPs and a Becatre woman say Ashanti region sa a phrase interchanging name Sanya Mania Mane Crowfroom market no ehia wo mo pe mpotemu rose na na yo matimi anante yo mo ade yo mo ade me da se gabi wajidako ama omo say na lungu na hia lungu hia city lungu na important part city
the city development
sa
ya da se
na gabi no ehunu nyansa ama achimfo aye tiles ewo siye at cemetery kura o ma ye tiles na oduru kuma so aka kire o se mo MPs na be ka kire me wo fa kufu ado se yeah. So projects ahodo anego ni nya na se o mu jama ne guo cause kuma se Ashanti region for omu hia Aferi hospital omu fanya hwe omu hia Crowfroom market omu fanya hwe omu hia eye kejetia phase 2 omu fanya hwe anambwa
development pra enye NDC na development kwa Ashanti region
ena meka no there be say gabo to the kwasem ne say MPs no be ka kire ne say one ne wo fa say sa nyina omu fanya hwe
lungu ni hifa na omo ye kuma se lungu
fa hino wose eni akwaya nkrofo fa so kope ma de so omo ye bi papa
enu ni
ene ofa ni
enu ni
sa ya no na MPP for Asante for wa MPP mu omo se sa na omo pe kuma se Asante for MPP mu
omo pe no sa
omo se sa de gabi ka no sa na omo pe kuma se nti NDC di empuntu oba ya Asante for no a ya to aba ma NDC no ya ni abra ye lobby ya ni abra ye lobby se empuntu oba kwa Asante region no no omo bu afu ye o ta Asante man pa ada ya waka cha jo mama so mesi kejetia phase 2 enti o ta Asante man pa ena omo a frafrafo ne kanjagafo no a yawo omo kumase no a omo Elizato no frafrafo no yo madane Asantefo no ubusan so e frafrani o se da bi onya frafrani ono ya Asanteni omo no na ti kumase no omo te warning
se
se omo na otufo wu ya omo na edi ade
omo hia city development omo hia lungu
omo no frafrafo ne wo omo kumase te se Elizato no omo na ka kire ye Asantefo ne se otufo wu ya omo na edi ade enti hia mpuntu wo ho de omo hia se ekuro nye tantantan na
lungu ye fe
omo ni lungu
so da omo to make the golf 2 no golf 3 in Namono region as far as Ghana is concerned. Now you would campaign based on your promises Udiama, the citizens of this nation. But let this be clear to Gabi Ochrodako. Say it is important that say any region development, it is not for only the citizens who lives within Sa Enclave a benefit. But when you look at the economic benefit, to say a coin edibema ebre NPP, ebre Oman Ghana, ebre the citizens of this country, a idea the government of the day will look and do not what near an MP. Ana near DC, ana near Ohinibi Beka about the development of any region. It is important for us to look at what at all did NPP do when they were in power. We need to look at it. Okay, the Sofola interchange. Abra, His Excellency John Evans Atamils, Eshasie. And even when NPP came to power, they left it.
Yeah.
It is only Mahama who decided to continue the good works of NPP, John Evans Atamils. The entire 8 years of NPP, what did they do? We share the Sofo line up to Asukwa. The Tanoso Road, no. It started under NDC. And we share the area of Swami. It is only.
As you are started under NDC.
It started under NDC. Yes, it started under NDC. So now you stretch from Sofo line up to Tanoso.
Neka Kufo project no.
Neka, but Atam Mills started continue from that place up to Asoyeboa. Next time no, the roads were not tarred, but everything that had to do with the construction was Mahama ye. And at the time, no Korana ye can about the development of that Quino. Na uko sunyania, na ufa Abrepo Junction. Eko si echiri honum. Next time na mi ukumasi. I know what I'm talking about. Okay. But ye the politics. But the good people of Ashanti,
say MPP kono na omoye no dual.
Omoye no dual, yes. Omo wiye. But omo wiye ni nyina, but some portion is still left.
Yeah.
We share the Kejetia market. Na nyina nim sana na eti. But under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, even his own region, na a northern region together with Savannah. Okay, his father's 10 as a friend saying, council member, council of state member at the time, a champion here in Tamale Old Market. It has all up to date. Mahama left it. But all this has to do with what will bring revenue and what will bring development. At the time, now of the airport, Tamale Airport, the expansion now, or the call Tamale. No. At the time, he never looked at what the chiefs and the people of Tamale wanted. He looked at it generally. Say, if I bring airport to Tamale, it's going to benefit Accra, the people of Accra, the people of Kumasi, and the people of Tamale. So, as soon as say, an MP will tell you to leave the project, or no, be benefit in his constituency to make him to get another elections. Abran, i.e., the entire country is suffering simply because of someone's interest. So, if you look at this Swami runabout, Eko Swami, Yediko Bremai, Ediko Tamale. Okay, I am so disappointed at the time when NDC MPP almost say Ashanti for the stronghold of NDC MPP Ashanti region Abra Wontumi wie da saa kweno. So if you have failed the good people of Ashanti, you don't come to say the people, the MPs in Ashanti region said they didn't need the major roads, but the inner roads that they wanted. Even with the Lungu Rosa or Mokano, go to Sawaba, go to Mutaka constituency, Asawasi, and you see what Mutaka and the DCA then did. So, which a year or more year, then it means the Lungu Krano, any development more than even the major roads in Ashanti region. In my area, for example,
where
Bokrom Estate.
Yeah, Bokrom Estate.
Bokrom Estate. Go to Bokrom Estate and see. Say, you catch us say MP wo honum kura wunjindi.
Well,
go to
but a free airport runabout.
The dual lane no shall say under Mahama.
Oh, okay.
The Kenyasi road started under Mahama. The airport road, the call estate, A-line, F-line, the call Ahiani, Eninano, it shall say under Mahama.
I see.
Yes, I live there. What do I say? Who call Akati Farms? Oh, Honuna, so we know what we are talking about. Wofa friend saying Doti, edi ko sepesro, edi fa, Mamponti, di ko up behind tech nina, Mahama na ye. So what at all have they done? So if they are even talking about the inner road development, I know said that Ashanti region is huge, but what kai Papa PA omuya demonstration Nana Akufo-Addo be this ohinana tem wodi ko yefra Krasi bi say na wodi call Sir John Chrome honum baby. At the time when they needed this particular road most, the chief then demonstrated before Nana Akufo-Addo. He told them, say, yeah, but if indeed, say, mu hieno, and then no ochina, then of course, but as we speak now, I am telling you, say, the government of the day has not prioritized Sakweno. That is Nana Akufo-Addo for you. So I am surprised that the good people of Ashanti will then think, say, the MPs made them deprived. No, it is the government of the day. Our priorities was not to develop Ashanti region. Okay, so if you look at what Mahama has done, the international airport, the Kumasi airport expansion, when I say it is under Mahama. If you look at the Kajetia phase 2, how come Kajetia phase 2 up to date? For 8 years, MPP didn't do it. Uba Asawasi Market, only Asawasi Market, the Central Mosque Honum. Who did it? Under Mutaka, and still under NDC. Who call this village Crowflow Market? Under which? It's under Mahama. And look at it, it was left to rot. Mahama made sure they did it, and he came back, and is going to continue. So what projects have they done? The question is, if indeed you made your own boy Asante Boashi to the road minister, what at all did he do for Ashanti region? What at all? Your own brother or cousin Amakwata, what did he do for Ashanti region?
Of Swami Offensive road,
yes,
condemn.
Poto
Kumasi Obuasi road, condemn. Yes. Bosomtwe road, condemn.
That's Jachi road.
Jachi.
Yes, anymore.
Everybody says so far no Mampon, Kumasi Mampon road no. Yanokra no udru baby to say Ntonso. Yes, Ediko. Condemn.
Say anymore. So what at all? So Edukura no lungu kwaina omuka about where are the lungu kwain? So what people should need to understand is that the NDC would always give development to every region when the need arises. But
since Utie Gabi, what Gabi is trying to communicate and he say Santifonana abom huabro omonon kan ho.
And na me can say the development of this country does not lie on either the MP or the chief.
So you look at what the people want.
The people, not what did the people say they want? And the people of Kumasi say omu yen kejetia development. Ya mo. Tell me in the sub-region.
But maybe NDC DNA are wrong. So be ma omo kejetia market. Omo Crowflow market. Yes,
it is wrong. Any government who thinks about the economic activities and the well-being of the people will give you a dia ebemao sika enuni dia a coin ni a market. That is where the revenue is driven from. So I don't understand the lungu kwaya una omuka. Where is the lungu number one, and what would the lungu kwano dibe yen Madagana? No. So we're looking at the major roles that connect cities, that connect regions. To say Ashanti region leading to a northern region through Buno. That road, Pocho, Edahonum. The road that lead to Mampong, leading to another Buno region, Ejura, Pocho. Nkranza, dead. The road that will lead from Ahian Kwanta through Obuasi to central region, Mara.
Condemn.
From Obuasi to Dunkwa Ofen, Ediko
If Konongo Accra, they don't go there.
You understand? And then from Obuasi through Asinfosu to central region, that road Ufa Okra will be wofu. So what at all did NPP do for Ashanti region? And that is why when they say Ashanti people didn't come out to vote, they have a good reason. Mahama has come. And when he came, he didn't only, go to start. He continued and he is initiating new ones. So I am following social media and they will tell you the mayor and then the regional minister is making NPP unpopular. It is true. Once you know the need and the sentiment of the people, that is where your focus should be. And they have focused to the extent that everybody, where they want to migrate from the Swami roundabout to Krofrom, everybody is getting a place, a store to come and get their daily income and what have you, so that they will be able to live better. You haven't done that. The city connection, you failed. The lungu you can't even mention. I say Asawasi, the lungu kwaya Asawasi nyina ya mutaka na yeye. And the mutaka. So which one? Which are the area of
but I'm say Baku when you need the MPP na is it Adiemra? I'm say Adiemra or Adiebeba. Also who use Ahojo road. Yeah, they call Ampeyo.
Oh, I say na meka no. Omu ye dey.
Yeah. Oh, but so omu ko job na ye.
Oh, fiti Ahojo runabout. Meba fiti Ahojo runabout.
To Atinga Junction. Problem or.
No, when ye.
And this na ye.
That's it.
No, but
so which inner rules?
And I say from Atinga Junction goes on my new road from Atinga Junction Eko Ampeyo Adiemra.
No, but the point is Oshe Jachi number 1 up to Jachi number 2. That is the end. What I say, the Bekwai runabout, Ediko, it ends at Jachi number 1, and Traho. So what at all are they talking about? And then I don't know the inner rules, so they should come out and tell us Niana Omukafa about the inner rules, neglecting the central district rules.
That's what we want. Mame, MPP for statement, quick.
So for me, what Gabi is saying, and can I say on Kano it is not now. Opposition struggling to make relevance out of nothing. Because what he's saying today is indicting the MPs, and the MPs must respond. And when they respond, he'll be exposed.
And they have.
And he'll be exposed.
I don't know whether what the Gabi video no. Only Gabi video, so you don't even know what to say.
Yeah, anyway, all right. So is making.
So quick one. NPP Parliamentary Caucus. Press release, false and inaccurate allegations leveled against Ashanti MPs by Mr. Gabi Ochredakon. And permit me to just take like maybe 2 paragraphs. The attention of the Ashanti Regional MPP Parliamentary Caucus has been drawn to recent remarks attributed to Mr. Gabi Ansah Ochredakon, suggesting that members of Parliament from the Ashanti region opted for community roads instead of flyovers, and that this alleged decision accounts for the current state of infrastructure in the region. We wish to state emphatically that these assertions are false, inaccurate, and misleading. It is unfortunate and disappointing that such remarks will be made in a manner that seeks to malign and unfairly portray Ashanti MPs. We wish to place on record that no such meeting ever took place between Ashanti MPs and any person in authority where such a choice or preference was made. That said, we also acknowledge and appreciate the significant developmental efforts made by successive MPP governments in the Ashanti region. Indeed, the improvement of several community road networks, the redevelopment of major markets such as KJTR, the construction of schools and hospitals, and the support for industries under flagship initiatives like One District, One Factory are all commendable interventions that have positively impacted all our people. Okay, so however, we must state with utmost candor that these efforts, while appreciated, remain insufficient when measured against the immense loyalty, support, and contribution of the Ashanti region to the electoral success of the MPP. The people of Ashanti have stood unwavering with the party, and it is only fair that their loyalty is rewarded with projects that reflect their central role in Ghana's political and economic development. Representatives of the Ashanti people will reaffirm our commitment to continue advocating for a transformative and high impact projects in the region. Ashanti deserves not only community rules but also modern interchanges, flyovers, expressways, and strategic infrastructure capable of driving economic activity, facilitating trade, and easing mobility for our citizens.
The airport road to Manshia Palace, and this in a year. The airport road from airport straight to Manshia Palace.
Which side? Don't say to Bakufa Kroof room.
Then and yet the Kroof from no. One say from airport straight. What do you call Manshia runabout? Straight and this in a year. What I say? So which one? Even to the King's Palace and this in a year. To the inner roads around the King's Palace and this in a year.
But I almost say Gabi Bua 1 2
yeah, almost
two almost say infrastructure the Oma be papa but Oma mention
they should mention send me body
and that roads no so Oma be papa Oma ya no Oma mention
share
yes
Sir John wu ya na eko share Sir John wu ya na eko Sir John wu ya na eko
okay say ono
na eko ono okay
why ono
Antoa kwan won say Antoa for Asia Akufo-Addo
yes
odidi o matam
yes
say enye mi na be say monko bi say mo regional minister Antoa what you say and the show mo bufu pa
I know MPP
what you say so which one
also ura anita hotel chiro ha
edi ko hin
dey be see asromaso road no
and pay.
Well, for that one, I know.
Yeah, for honum call, minim da minim da omoye. Because you minim for honum Matthias, mimi for honum ekupie wono. Every honum wono. Ah, okay.
Why wono?
Sir John, da yes Sir John sa da no mojuru sa kwan no.
And I make us still omo wie yansa no mo efri. Yeah. Oh. Is me I want am nam no me say mamponfo ye koye kroma okay bi age so bibi o Kumasi inside Kumasi then you decide but yeah bi aye ko fie street no you fa anita hotel achiro na ya fa dwaben ya fa bosomtwe
e di fa ho achiri ho no
bonwire also bonwire say na ho kwa ni nyina anye o bonwire ni afa abade ababa be si asomaso road no ni atesi ekwan no na chese street wo come Asante Mampon no so that road na there were issues but they did it before
they did but ni nyina also no the development after say Asante region looking at the votes omunya ewo honum no I don't think say it is fair for people to even come and be talking about inner rules. The same thing. Okay, na omodi voter region. Etra NDC po. Say omunye the voterans omunye bibia wo. So it's the same thing. So you cannot come and then be thinking say what you have done equates the voter percentage na onya. All right? And if you consider the voter turnout this time, and I am very happy that this is what is telling NPP to understand. So you cannot keep us in darkness and thinking that we are just slaves at any time when they say come out, you come out. Development is what the people see. That's one. Two, if you look at the rules, forget about the inner rules. The inner rules would only expose the government who doesn't want to work. In a sense that, yes, of course, if you look at the development pattern of every government, nobody will tell you that they don't focus more on the interconnecting cities, regions, than even the inner rules. Look at the inner rules of your friend saying cantonment, Laboni, and the likes. Do you know why? Because they pay ground rent. You understand? And so those ground rents demand that
inner rules were done by the NDC JJ Rawlings regime through Limex.
Yes.
Construction.
Yes. So we name Limex.
Oh yeah.
Yechirohaya, Kenya Road. Yes. Through Limex, and that is when, and up to date, it is only Mahama. That time I was always in Kumasi. No, I have a house.
Yeah, I know. So Kumasi,
you understand? So I know, and I know the inner rules that will lead you to through Antua. From there to behind Anita Hotel. If you want to just dodge traffic, and even so, from Tech, there'll be Tech Ankasa to Amunaga Junction. Pass there. Go there today and see. From there up to Kejetia. Go there and see. After Mahama, nothing has been done to stretch, So what are they talking about? And Ufa Honum, from there going to Stadium Road, Bobo. From Stadium Road going to Ahunjo Roundabout, Bobo. Ningina is under NDC, and we have seen it. And I'm telling you what I have known. Ufa Honum, Ediko, Manyanka, Bobo.
Oh, I inside.
So I don't get it.
I inside.
Ningina Bobo. And from there going to Jachi, all those areas I know. So till today, what have they done that you are coming out to talk about? The MPs said they didn't want development on the city, but rather in the corners. Omutimidi, V8 ni. Golf 1, Golf 2, Golf 3. Let me find corners.
Mausi, sorry. Oh, sorry, Mawena. I'm sorry. May you also rest in peace.
It's fine.
No, I have a friend. I lost a friend called Mawena, and a flashy margin. Sorry, Mausi, Akwaba. So I don't know whether also with your dentist, I think.
But I said no, can me. My point is,
yeah.
The USA is almost on my AB. Yeah, the facts and figures na age. And if my AB at least mention them. Let's see what you have done. Now you have found to Janagana phone you know who say A, B, C, D, and here can see I. Do you get my point?
Yes, I do.
It's if you're not able to list them, what are you saying?
Well, maybe be a Kumasi for no him dada.
Oh, there be you. I want him dada saying, "Ka, maybe it's a Kumasi meeting cry." And this is national discourse. And your Kumasi for him into and come out be anti. Ka, what to Jano be and who say A, B, C, way near. What me fan to Jadia? I'm sorry, I don't know where the conversation is going.
Well, or no Gabi basis ne say one MPP for no be echo pa Kumasi for actual prior to the 2024 elections.
So wait me body.
Yes. Oh, yande yin.
Okay.
Was a ya onu say enikwa sen kebasa because projects no omudi hun komo say Emma Ashanti region for Antoama Omutuma NDC no. Those projects na MPs na ne wo fabeshi ai. Ena omo ka chense Kumasi for they don't need those things. All that they need lungu rules.
Lungu pa. Na lungu ne ko pie hi.
And I Haruna Buza was.
Lungu ne ko pie hi. Wo ye inner roads na where does it lead to?
Lead to.
It will be inner roads na say na main road na no carry the bulk of economic activity ni eno mo be for kwan no it will na ko ta ni so now they are best for kwan no so on the I don't know.
There be say if you have you sarga for the fast food.
Ayo make
because what was a very serious question, very striking one. I for the lungu de copy.
Copy. It's a lungu near the basic will be a fee. Near lungu that was having a fee. Near lungu that basic amount of fee, they see.
So which
is a road no
where does it end? Where does it lead to?
What does it lead to?
Okay, to a catcher say, Omo asphalt will be a fear any simple.
Okay.
Said your person,
I know so you're bad. It's and all can. What people development is what people are actually seeing, right? In the folk of fat and toast fee say it's a chiman when chi no more de ban no more de bank no more de befa bad rules so no more de baby doing cry. Na lungu ne de ba wu fee no mo me twaswa. I don't know.
Because me
how does that benefit the rest of the Ghanaians?
Yes.
How does that benefit
or
the rest of us?
They came in to please Asantis.
Means me dispute. But my point is, no. That's what I'm trying to practicalize it. Lungu. Eko fee, eko mi fee, that kind of thing. But main road na you fast so by free north. Eba, tomatoes free here. Eba, Jane free here. Eba. Na say eno kwan na enye truck driver no ba be do na the car say ya you can say next time obeba ana I no be charge so how does that affect the ordinary Ghanaian enti ho na lungu kwan so how does that benefit us
na we no demonstration e wo amasaman Nsawam road obi demonstration say ni fi kwan nye
no.
So it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what is the benefits to the rest of the people?
Yes.
It's it's not me say ayo.
I don't know so obi anye demonstration if anyway, because obi a conversation is say highway no e di kofi ni onya etene so rapokria say amasama
yes here to me a contribution na ya to gravels ka di twa kwan no so be kwan
yeah
but main road na now so say ba be do your junction so what happens to it? That is the conversation.
But I think Mausi, maybe MPP has lost reality.
Yes.
On the ground.
Yes, they have. I believe so. And for me, I would say that look, Omon snap back and do a proper assessment. Omon snap back and do a proper assessment of what has gone wrong. Listen to the people, listen to what Ghanaians are actually saying, and ebia another 20 elections Ghana for be consider.
But now, would you say MPP, are they ready to sit down and search their own?
From where I sit, I don't think so. But I don't know what goes on with them.
Obi, I send me a message. No, I say, in the end, MPP will do baby Madrid. I can't even answer. Because now between Gabi and the MPs, you don't know who is telling us the truth. Yeah. Why? Because Gabi is feel say omugu or no for anymore say when to me and you be our Central region.
It is what the people see. At the end of the day, it is what the people see. Intenye about feelings. Say for feel say and I me feel say it's about what the people see. Is it tangible? Are they seeing results? Did they see results? Is that and the elections don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Elections, no, we saw the overwhelming majority that Ghanaians gave to the NDC. That alone speaks for itself.
I'm out for a year a friend and say Kumasi Ashanti region projects one Juma. You say next week never barbon thing. So maybe next week because so far as I know, I'm aware say crow from market so more year we say and vice president call almost year we the market is means 60 17
mama we smoke as Ukraine baby engineer on be jai no ma page my ejuma be pray wo
crow from market don't know.
And there was a video that was going around on social media. I think it was a joke or something. But
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So there are other projects so more documenting now the bar. Then we can have a proper conversation. Proper conversation on this matter. You're running up with a year galamsey issues and matters arising. Wontumi was arrested. Was invited rather. Then the TN say, okay, omama ni bail. Unfortunately, there are other issues, and then video be. I quite remember a lady spoke about Nimri Forest and how Wontumi damage forest.
We actually compiled a video. I could share with you. We actually compiled a video somewhere in April. Yedi Tuja shared with Ghanaians. I think
then you should have sent it to the producer.
The last time, let me share with him. The last time we even on Friday, share CSOs no Krampuno. We also shared a portion of that video in addition to everything else that we've done. Let me share with him.
Yeah, share with him for me. Omar Mohammed on Facebook says they really know what it is as a result of the abysmal performance for the past 8 years, but because of arrogance and disrespect to the people, Omon kind of credit that. Dramani Kasiru says, Bobie, if the mind is weak, the body suffer power or more breath. Mabia Damba says, JJ, that is in reference to the former president, John Rawlings, constructed, let me check what, constructed the roads from Kumasi to Asante Mampong, then to Ejura and to Yeji. Yes, so time I'm the interbeting and James Brown says, Bobie, I regret voting for Mahama government. His government is now term catch and bail government. Okay, James, that is your opinion. Joe Eskin, good evening, Citizen Show crew, live inside Lagos, Nigeria. I hope MPP is coming back soon in 2099. KB, keep it up. My man Michael, what is this, Commander? I was asking why there were 9 cabinets ministers from the Ashanti region, yet they couldn't do the rules. Ken Future Network says, Commander, I was asking why. Okay, so I think I've touched on that one. Why are you concerned about how the MPP should behave? And strategies and comeback. Why do you want them to come back to power? Never again, MPP. Kofi Francis, watching you live from Nigeria. Saniko says, Bobie Wontumi is a criminal. Simple. Into Theophilus is watching you live from Ainchi, Western North. Teacher Theo. Okay, Dramani says JDM will break the 8 Allah. Then we have other testers here. Nana Kwame Isaac. Says good afternoon, Wafa. Okay, thank you. Yamra back to the studio. But Odena Sherry, my miss, I'm a galamsey issues. Mousy, so Wontumi was arrested, was invited to the MC arrest no Timpa. Okoyeno after BBR with CID office, or money bill. So definitely a binary first step in dealing with kingpins when it comes to galamsey. Pacho, yanko.
So Michia Minia Harina Michia for Bia near Omomuti and Omo Shea. Beside in Chakasiama, a papa John Dramani Mahama. Near Juma, me Bonabaso, Juma Dia Oye, ni Onabama Kofibwa. Action man. Bien is only Sampa near Juma.
Oh, but you
very hardworking man, and he's one of the people that is and yes, I met him in America, but he is very committed to the fight against illegal mining. And I think one of the things that we said right at the beginning of the year, was we are not going to shield anybody. And yenim say galamsey no president can last call kai say yenim say galamsey no of course boys go for more we adwumani ade but bebre na comfort how much, and these are the financiers, these are the kingpins who are financing these people. A lot of the people that we see, young guys, bebre na to me export excavator and macrom inti obi share tree. So in dealing with the issue, you need to get to the root cause of the matter. And in looking at the financing of this, you need to look at who sits behind and who is financing this. I think somewhere in April, there was a press briefing that we did, led by Honorable Amakufibua, that we did Ghana for, it was Easter Monday, because this year Mendy Easter because of our same wings.
Oh, okay.
Easter Friday, Easter Saturday, Easter Sunday, and we had taken footages from the Tanonimri forest. And if you see the level of devastation in that area, asifem. And to be honest, we can say that particular video, no who's that video na sankawa. He doesn't know what to tell you. Asasi edahwa.
But I am show.
Oh yes.
More programs
Oh,
I'm
yes.
show also.
Yeah, I mean it's we had pushed it out, so it's all over social media.
No, do you have
and
like you maybe a TV program on whether
actually one of the things that we had discussed it's what you're talking about, to have dedicated programs where we are actually giving updates every time on TV. No, but you see, for the most part we've done, like to say, making a lot of engagements on radio. We are constantly on how do you call it, on our social media pages as well. We put that out as well.
We agree with those engagements.
Yes.
But dedicated platform.
Yes.
That this platform, because trust me, even with young media for no extra microphone, you know, and yet ninyani and saka.
Yes.
When matua just like anyway, I just asked.
No, it's a good point, and it's good feedback that we take well. And so like I was saying, we had put all of that together and then showed to the people of Ghana, and for them to see the level of devastation that had been done to that particular forest reserve. And so one of the things that we had done was also present that, all that information to the Attorney General for them to work on it and then pick him up for investigations. I think along the line, I say Papa Biasa, but we've been following up on it. And we spoke to the AG and he had said, look, he didn't want to put together a case that had loopholes, and he needed to be sure that it was as tight as could be. So that and on Friday he mentioned that he had called for his arrest this week, and that is what we've seen. So,
but want to be
we would, as we go along, we would name them. I said we will name and shame. As we go along, the other names will pop up, and it is devoid of political colorization. Doesn't matter so we NPP ni so we NDC. Once you are destroying our environment, you are an enemy of the state, because and once why you're wondering say they can want to know, because look, we'll be we said say this issue of galamsey is not something that started but we know say over the last 8 years, it had gotten so bad that na asajin, and there's no way that we could approach it with one solution, with a blanket solution. So we needed to look at it from all fronts, and that is why if you look at the strategy that we developed, it's a very comprehensive one. The 5-pillar strategy that we developed, very comprehensive. The first one, we said we needed stakeholder engagement, stakeholder collaboration. Galamsey asem, it affects everybody. Wontumi nka say obi to oboase na galamsey intimating kan and family ho. Obie today and parts of Accra obie you tap Accra so if you move back here. We have seen water treatment plants shutting down in some areas. And so you can't say emfa. So stakeholder collaboration, stakeholder engagement was very key. We also needed to look at the regulations around mining itself as an industry. You can't say mining more be mining. President Mahama Kraka, can't say more be mining. We understand that mining is a viable commercial activity, but you require a fast way to mining. You require a fast way to mining and say you and say yes. So, what are the regulations around that economic activity, and where are the loopholes? What do we need to do to strengthen that regulation and to tighten it? So that was another one. Then we also needed to look at law enforcement, because where there are laws, the laws need to be enforced. say emrane wo ho na ye be enforce emrane kwan be na ye be fa so be enforce emrane ebe dim na ebe pay. So that was the third one. And then of course we are saying say galamsey are saying you say once we have done all of that, you can't say that you would not attend to the damage. So we needed to look at the damage. Yensa na say, what do we do about it? Yensu na say, what do we do about it? So the fourth pillar was to look at reclamation of the degraded lands. Also look at the pollution of the water and also make sure that we are restoring them. Then while we do all of that, I talked about getting to the root cause. What is the root cause of this? People want to engage in this economic activity. But the pathway to getting them, it be unknown to me afford it. And on names our pathway no. Into ye say ye bet stretch or provide alternatives for them. Into then the alternative livelihood comes in. So if you look at the strategy, it's a comprehensive approach that encompasses everything that allows us to be able to, once we are able to implement the strategy on all fronts effectively, efficiently, you bet me to galamsey as, and that's the path that we are on. So I think say if you share from beginning of the year till now progress I am making, if we have the same level of dedication the last 8 years, we will not be sitting here having this conversation.
No, but Amanfo believes that the political influence, that is where with chief traditional leaders, the security agencies need to be.
Yes, I agree. It is not true. We agree on that, but you see,
but many sure say even more traditional leader bakukra wo molest so say we be prosecute no.
Bobie make kaba. And na make say we are very clear in our minds to say stakeholder engagement is key. But so make us, and if you remember I said at the beginning, we said we are not going to shield anybody. So once we have done all the stakeholder engagements, we have spoken to the chiefs, we are getting their involvement, we are reviewing policy and all of that. Now why you say still be here? And we are clear on that. We're very clear on that.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Alaji, so galamsey baby, and open na me no be din komo na me ka che ni pa ne say. Me an kasa baby amedru no. Ya bre. Because on my way there are politicians and sir. Yes, ye wo ahemfo adehye nti yemfa buoma omo yemfa buoma to gba fede yemfa buoma gamanche yemfa buoma otumfo yemfa buoma na yiri yemfa buoma wanwan yemfa buoma wanwan batom na eye omo yemfa buoma akufuado yemfa buoma jomhama yemfa buoma akufo yemfa buoma politicians NDC MPP omo na eye asoja fa yesumo omo akowura mu no army commander no omo na eye yohunu ayesuma no police for no yohunu omo na eye okote naimos for na eye okote temos for na eye. So where do we go from here? Because adene now it's clear say any ordinary guys be on the number be so
Commander, one of the beautiful thing every day we do about corruption ni galamsey. I console myself with one thing: in any democracy, every 4 years na yakotuaba. Now every one of us know that galamsey was one factor ema NPP a year unpopular. In the year 2015 the be Mikai Asamina at the time in saying no year lands and natural resource minister. That's our time Wontumi ne company bi a yɛfrɛ no Hansol Mining na ɔmo yɛ adwuma. And I asked myself at the time,
Hansol no na any di anase no nom na yɛ adwuma.
Not only Chinese phone and yes, I've been there on occasions several.
Oh, okay.
So I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Now, we share at the time. Now you forest reserve in this country, and I know any be.
Yeah.
Na oti say company bia or ye galamsey and a company bia or ye illegal money no more call any of the forest reserves they be. Now at the time, now your water bodies and any water bodies.
Yeah, water bodies.
Na oti say your water bodies your mo friend no turbidity levels is here na say sana minu ba about ubi pipes is here ube hu first milk na waba no first ube hu milo second na milk aba answer na kokuti what they say. So you choose which one to drink. Not those days no. I'm talking of 10 years back.
Yeah.
Under NDC. So in the process, NDC and NPP made huge capital out of galamsey. Yawura Nana Akufo-Addo ekwetena baby, around Abuasi, esho mo bose ono ba. Say amanfo enenam, ekase me ba, me stop galamsey enya me make sure say mo betu galamsey mo betu. And Paraneka say Obwa. But the wind of change, not a bo, it will be beer. So people took that scam serious. But at the time, Hansol Mining veer off his mandate as a licensed miner. You know, so for saying Fanchano, so Mokaya, no license to mine. But veer off kakra within his limits, you know, so for saying making sure say they arrested a lot of the Chinese, deported a lot of the Chinese illegal miners, to the extent of burning Hansol Mining excavators. Why didn't he go to court at the time?
No, he did.
He didn't. He went to courts, Abra and this MPP bar, and then he won judgment, and then they pay him that money. Okay, so it emboldened a lot of people. We didn't go far. Aisha won. Eddie sa Kofa NDC deportee and in Nasa Bagana. Omuye galamsey broad daylight to the extent of killing Ghanaians. Omuko protestie. To the extent that Aisha one was arrested. But at the time, because NDC MPP needed money in China, they needed to deport or make this woman take this woman back without prosecution. But as we speak, I am told, say Aisha one, Ghana. She's back in Ghana.
Really?
She's in Ghana.
How?
That's a question. So if you look at,
yeah, sure.
I'm telling you for a fact. Since Nana Akufo-Addo Mukwa, so Koya no Sabaya. It didn't Koya no Baya. She's been here.
Since when?
I'm telling you that for the past 4-5 years, as one is in Ghana, and not China more than 1 year, no Sabaya. But all the same, the question we are asking, is it the case that the politicians are deeply involved in galamsey operations? And now it is just as we see that businessmen are fronting those omotutu galamsey. The point is, we are all looking at how to find a lasting solution. But trust me, that lasting solution will never see daylight.
But at least Wontumi, I'm a fair idea that politicians are involved. At least,
we know. That's what I'm saying. To the extent that the Science and Environment Minister, my reports more than 35-page report elaborating more on Omo involving in galamsey. The best at the time they could do was to sack him. No, to sack him from his position.
That's Professor.
Yes, that's the best they could do. To say, look, you want to spoil the name of the government. So, look, you're very reshuffle. He was the only person. I mean, who said Nana Akufo-Addo did reshuffle or sack. That's for the past 8 years. Because he came out to expose Omoano Muye galamsey. But the point is it the fact that the politician has the political will to stop galamsey? Yes. Why is it difficult for the politician as we speak to stopping galamsey and near Omuye on our water bodies and the reserves? Yes, the difference between NDC and MPP today is the fact that Nana Akufo-Addo is signing LI, allowing people to go and mine because the water bodies no krana or more waste more time. No pen and tentem. So the reserves no baby a umbenye akunta mine betime nye gold no be brainty or sign. And look at the people, the number of people are or sign licenses for them to go to the reserves no akunta mine and ye
somebody just sending a test or say Asha one is then someone maximum prison.
Asha one is never jailed. Asha one is in Ghana doing business. I'm telling you. Asha one who Ghanaians, we couldn't jail Asha one. Is it under NDC that they jailed her or is under MPP? That's it. So, but the point I'm making here is that the people who were allowed to mine in these reserves are politicians, and we knew them. We know them. Abu Jinapo, the then minister, came out and said, "Baby, ana akunta mining na omuye jumano was illegal." What did they do at the time? Nothing. Baby, nipa udwa omuko ekoye galamsey areas where people saw politicians mining impunity the highest level. Hey, politicians, what did we do? We seized more than 500 excavators at a time. Nobody saw where it ended. So the point is this, as simple as ABCD. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has instructed the minister in charge of lands to repeal that LI in the Beko Parliament. And we have been able to recover 9 out of the many forest reserves. And we have recovered 9 out of that.
You let me show reserves crow at the Ghana.
Oh yes, we have that list. I can mention.
And I don't know if I'm here.
You have everything.
No, list. You see, what list? No,
they always ask.
What list? No, no, because the ones now say video. I say A2.
Network not a call.
I have a problem. A network problem.
Okay,
so young boy videos number. A damaged forest now.
Out of the 288, 44 of them galamsey fuerim. But when we came, one of the briefings that we got, 44, the level of impacts of galamsey activities, they vary. Ebu ono man ya color coding in green. It's Bobie Ansah. Ebu ono man like a few 1 or 2 people will be ebu ono man yellow. But there were 9 of them that na red. And no. Some in 2022 there was a directive to withdraw military from all forest reserves. No explanation given, nothing. Military withdraw. And now we had all those militia, these rebel groups coming galamsey for protection in those areas. It's forest guards now. They say forest ni take data no police for crime to me rem. So when we came, those 9 forest reserves now about I said, look, let's start from those ones and reclaim those ones, because
that's where the impact is
that's
huge.
where the impact is huge. Those ones we are able to manage them, but we needed to focus on the 9. In the last I think in about 7 months or so, we're able to reclaim all the 9.
Okay.
And these forest reserves were the ones that, like Mekano, those guys, the kind of weapons that they had there, just a military.
Yes, even military, and that is where
even the
people
military,
at the time,
they had to be tactical.
I remember.
So we're able to reclaim all of them. There was Jimira South. There was the Offend Shelter Belt. I'm trying to say it off my head, but
no, if you have the list, bet me the actual say. And Kadima may produce and get the tour. So such a different man near fan tour for evidence based.
Yes, evidence
because
based.
Questioner. Obia Busasa.
Oh, yeah, the two jada.
Mose nine.
Yes. The two because now, say beginning of the year, now almost every month be an update. You reclaim me. It's you reclaim me.
But the most later no get who statement be say. Oh, Masai ko.
Yes. Of course. And American. So I have Jimira extension, the Afawo Hills, Tano area, Offend Shelter Belt, Arianso East, Arianso South, Subri. Asenayo and Desiree. I remember Asenayo and Desiree were the last 2 that were able to.
But Subri, I think Subri recently, na Erastus air complaining.
It was area, and the area for but I know na your call na your kochi I think last 2 weeks ago, Friday, and then Monday we brought them to Accra. There were 9 guys that we had arrested. After your clear, they tried going back in there.
I see.
Yes, they tried going back in there, and NIMOS was very quick. And you see, the beautiful thing with NIMOS is security agencies in Yaki Kaumabum. Into military kakrawum, police kakrawum, NIB kakrawum, national security kakrawum, and all back together as one platoon. It's very highly intelligence led, and when they are going, obiani nejuma, because police themselves are not quite effective arrest, or follow through with prosecution. Where it is combative, soldier for himself, where and a lot of the time you go into those areas and there's a high incidence of drugs. Into NACOPS for one, so that's their job. Then they also follow up with those things. So we brought all of those security agencies together to be able to do this. If you look at countries like Peru that have done very well with things like illegal mining, it's a similar approach that they used, and it helped them. For us, what we are doing is not out of the ordinary. But I talked about law enforcement. It's about how we are enforcing the law, and also the political will. The difference between the MPP, what the MPP did, and what the NDC is doing today is basically the political will. One of the things that we said, and he mentioned the LI. One of the things that we said was, I think before we had come in, we talked about the revocation of the LI. When we came in,
that is the
246. When we came in, I think some concerns were raised to say, the LI, and the problem with the LI is the power of the president to grant mining into forest reserves. So we said, okay, then let's take, if that is what the issue is, then let's take that out. So we did. I amended it to LI 2501. Then Ghanaians said, no, you said we are going to revoke the LI in totality.
Yes.
So revoke it. I mean, we sat down, we are listening government. We sat down and look, this is what the people of Ghana are saying. Before that LI, the EPA was able to. There were guidelines that were in place.
But I think it's still in Parliament.
Yes,
it's
not been laid yet.
Yes, it's still in Parliament.
That allowed the EPA to be able to do their work. So if those guidelines exist and the EPA is still able to do their work, then why not? So Honorable wrote to, for instance, Attorney General, and he did not raise any objection. So once Parliament resumes, it's going to be laid before the table. And
but I think there's a new proposed LI, right?
We haven't proposed an LI yet. The new one is amendment, the 2501, because once they took it out, it was changed to the 2501. But all of it is going to be laid before Parliament to revoke it entirely. And then if there's a need to institute a new one, then there would be. But as we speak, that LI is going to be revoked entirely. And the other beautiful thing is we haven't granted anybody mining license to mine in the forest reserve.
Since
yes,
I see.
We haven't.
No. There's no license. We have so much devastations. Or see, those areas are earmarked as security. zone.
Yes.
Now, who even a punchy will cry, they my fire. It says what I said. Yes.
Okay.
So there's a security zone. It's just like good.
Whatever happens to you there, we cannot account for.
About state of emergency. In the past, Anka Abainda da under Nana Akufo-Addo, and making sure say this particular areas of concern no Anka or the state of emergency in the form of what no go area kura.
But you say they couldn't have done that because it was in 2018 that Ebimotina Honor Forestry Commission head says, oh, yeah, Kwakoye reclamation, and they used the guise of reclamation to go and mine in the forest reserve, and that's where this whole thing started from. So if you look at the Frimpong Boatin friends and reports, now it's there. It was under the guise of reclaiming the land.
Yes.
They went in there, started mining there, and once Nipo DNM, and he's talking about leadership. Once the leader starts, everybody else comes in.
Obiti say this guy Mrekuduka. I think say Obeye Deputy Minister of Lands, right? On several countless occasions, on one krum for accusing.
Yes.
Petitions a core presidency that the Deputy Minister of Lands is involved in galamsey.
No, but only appointed. They appointed him because of his expertise in the area of illegal mining.
What is expertise in illegal?
Oh yes, in illegal mining. Until a man appointment to guide the then minister how to do damage to our environment.
Free galamsey site.
Mining area.
So loopholes now. Mrekuduka was the one leading that chat. Oh, so we are grateful to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Yes, or see, the last resort, and people were asking why. If you said the state of emergency is the last resort, is the last, and he's indeed proven to people of this country that yes, we haven't exhausted all until now. Now, me say you better market areas as security zone. I couldn't. Just like going to Flagstaff House, you need to be screened. You need to know. They need to know why you are coming there. So because it is a security zone. Who call Bema camp? There are areas where fly don't go because it's a security zone. So thankfully, we have now realized that the forest reserve is no-go area. It's now earmarked as what? Security zone. The water body that people are concerned, largely, you're concerned about how the chemicals are damaging the source of the water. So it is now earmarked as a security zone. So let's look at now, and trust me, you cannot have a spoiled water running across in a form of cycle that you would get 1 month to purify it. No. So what the EPA boss plan to do with the steam, application of the nano liquid around a idea that would help to purify the water, to assist Ghana water to give us a clean water to drink. So the political will idea we need, and he's exhibiting that political will.